Hello, and welcome to another episode of Breaking Racism, the Survival Dialogues, a podcast dedicated to show you that you are not alone while trying to survive a system which is impregnated with racism, sometimes unintentionally, sometimes repetitive, sometimes out of ignorance. Today we are presenting episode 301. My name is Marian, and I'm the host of this wonderful talk with Alejandra.
Hello.
I present Breaking Myths, what racism looks like in Europe.
Now, this is how the beginning of any of our podcast episodes could be like. We presented a sample called Breaking Myths, where the XYZ host, in this case Marian, invited a guest, an international student, aka Alejandra, in order to discuss how she feels about racism in Germany and Europe through experiences that she made. The podcast is the proposed solution for the problem we defined: experiences of racism and cultural identity in a new country. This is a relevant problem because the discussion of the impact of racism and cultural misunderstandings that happen to international students, the challenges they face by adjusting into new environments or building connections, dealing with identity conflicts, is important in order to understand how community building can happen and how these issues affect the communities and the individuals in it. Some ideas where we could expand our episodes could be surviving the system, navigating racism in academia, where the focus concentrates on stories from students about encountering and overcoming institutional biases in the classroom, such as discriminatory grading, lack of representation, and microaggressions. Identity Unpacked, growing up in multiple worlds, is also an example where the challenges and the strengths of bicultural or multicultural identities among university students is in discussion. This filling in between of cultures and the unique struggles of self-identity. Other examples talk about how allies could get in action into building an anti-racist university community. These are some of the sources we use to create a sample of the podcast and, in general, the video ideas. The first document talks about, in general, racism, and the second document talks about using podcasting as a way to make a student learning easier, and which results were found here. Of course, other ideas came about through brainstorming and the different sessions we had.
We have reached the end of this episode. Thank you for being here today. I hope you enjoyed the talk and could take some valuable information with you. Remember to ask for help whenever you can. Stay safe and until next time. Bye.
This is a project of the IVSC, Intercultural Virtual Societal Challenge e-course. This was created by me, Alejandra Sobrino, from Europa Universität Flensburg.